Mr. Speaker, sir, I make this statement in response to your directive.
Honourable Minister, did you give us copies of your statement? Because I want to know if it's uploaded to make it easier for
my
you.
office is supposed to have emailed it.
Let's just make it very easy. Honourable Minister, since it's signed, okay, let us be handling the next item as they upload it for easy follow-up of members. It will be better that way. So give a copy to the clerk. They quickly upload. We need that copy for uploading. Yes, Honourable Samji.
Item. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yesterday, you guided that the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, who is also the DP President, but also a minister in the NRM government, the Honorable Norbert Mao, that he will guide us on the issue of the Supreme Court judgment. And you said that he will be here. I am happy he's here. Mr. Speaker, I didn't see this matter on the order paper. I am only asking you to guide us on whether you will be calling him to explain what you promised yesterday to the House.
Yes, I talked to the minister. I guided him that he would just give us an update as he concluded this statement. But Honourable Minister, if you can give us an update, because his was not for guiding the House, but an update on implementation of the court orders. Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'll not respond to the preamble of the Honorable Semuju because it is irrelevant. What the Supreme Court did is what linesmen do in a game of soccer. They simply raised the flag and said, you have crossed the line. Yes. The courts do not make the laws. It is not the courts that made the Constitution. Neither is it the courts that enacted the UPDF Act. So, if the court says the UPDF Act collides with the Constitution, that means we have homework to do. And the government is committed to doing that homework, to do will alignment. They have simply said the wheels are facing in different directions. So, that is in general terms. So the media drama about the courts and so on, this is not the first time the court has thrown out laws. The Police Act, many provisions were thrown out. So,
please, honourable colleagues, the minister is holding the floor. Honourable Minister, you're holding the floor. I'll give you chances to respond.
Mr. Speaker, sir, okay? Mr. Speaker, sir, you said earlier that we come here to talk, and I'm doing exactly that. Is there anything offensive that I've said? I've simply said that the government has a duty to respect the decision of the court. It's as simple as that. If the linesman raises the flag, it's the duty of the referee to blow the whistle to acknowledge. These days, you even have VAR. So all the drama is actually unnecessary. We stand by the Constitution, which says whenever there's a dispute about the interpretation of any law, the courts have the final word. That is obvious. Now, concerning implementation, I'm a lawyer, and all of you lawyers know that courts don't go to implement their own decisions. I do not know whether an order was extracted by the lawyers in these cases to take the next step. Because when those orders are then served on the people, whether on the government and so on, then you move the agencies. Even if the court has made the order, there are procedures that have got to be taken. The reason the government takes anybody to court is because the prosecution believes that they have enough evidence. Therefore, it will be up to them to now do the measures to transfer the cases to the civilian courts. And those are in the hands of the appropriate authorities, namely the DPP, and it is not in the hands of the prison authorities. The prison authorities are only holding the suspects. So, leave this to those who have been directed. I can only confirm that those who are supposed to do that work are doing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Sewungu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My former president of the Democratic Party, and now in the NRM side, there is a saying in Uganda, and he's a very good orator in Uganda, Honorable Mao, that some people, you go into a boat and you use that boat to sail through, to go through the water. But after getting out of the water, you say, this is a boat, a charter. So we have been struggling with the Honorable Mao under this regime on bad governance. Coming before this parliament, and you talk about what is happening after the Supreme Court judgment, that's media drama. That is unprecedented. And that's an attack even on the media, where you are always entertained in BS and everywhere. The issues we are raising here, it's not about media drama. They are legal issues. You helped me become a lawyer because I was with you. That's why I got interested to study law. Here you are, people are in prison. Under which legal regime are they there after the Supreme Court judgment? Here, and then you are telling this house that we are having a media drama as you are facing me. Someone who was arrested one time from DP headquarters at the City House. We came and fought. You were kept in the Nakasongola for 3 weeks. Now you are out of the boat. You are calling it a charter, literally. Are you fair to this house? Inform this house under which legal regime is Kanovesije, the NOP, and all those people who are in prison, and the Karachunas, before, after the Supreme Court judgment. What is your role on these judges as the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs? We don't want to bring facts.
Thank you.
So kindly, hit the pass. Hit the pass. Because today is me, today is you.
Now, honorable colleagues, you see, I've been very cautious, and that's why I was saying you're pushing us into uncharted waters, into a territory that is not ours. And my issue is, now, if the minister comes and he says, I don't even know whether they've already extracted the decree and has been served on us for implementation, and he says, it's not my duty, the victor, listen to me, the victor in the case should move, should be the one to move and extract a decree. So now, which resolution do you want the house to make on this? We order the minister to go and extract a decree. Minister, you're ordered. Colleagues. Honorable Semuju. Just Honorable Semuju, then Honorable Nakut.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you very much. I think the Honorable Mao made it very clear that he was just talking. And I don't want to fault him. I was in Luzira in 2011 in B2. I slept on the mattress that the Honorable Mao left there. And actually, my first meal is what he left before he was taken to Nakasongola. So the Honorable Mao is a victim. What the speaker did yesterday, and was to shift the responsibility to a person who has washed his hands clean, that I am not responsible. That's why, Mr. Speaker, because I had to go by your guidance, the Attorney General who went to court was here. I don't know, but your guidance took us to the wrong address. That's why even the Honorable Mao is asking, have they done this? Have they done this? My only disappointment is not what he has said. The disappointment is that we have suffered with him. You can imagine I slept on your mattress, the one you left there. And I don't think you celebrate those days when Mr. Museveni took you to prison. That's why you must lead us in liberating and rescuing people who are suffering the same way you are suffering. That's the only disappointment I have. That you can seek to rationalize the disobeying of a Supreme Court judgment by government agencies. At least your presence there should be like last time when I saw you also regretting why you joined and you are threatening to leave. So if they are not following the Constitution, I have known you, Honorable Norbert Mao, for a long time, since you are an MP here. You've been pushing for constitutionalism. I want to hear that Mao who speaks about constitutionalism and rule of law, not one who rationalizing people who are disobeying Supreme Court order. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now, honorable colleagues, yesterday I followed the news. And today I was checking on Twitter. I saw the Honorable Winnie Janyima saying they had filed an order for habeas corpus. The lawyers are moving, trying to ensure that the decision of the Supreme Court is implemented. Why don't we leave it to them? Yes, Rob. Why don't we leave it to them? They do their work. I had allowed Honorable Nakut. Let me first speak Honorable Nakut. I had allowed. Then Honorable Kanushi, and then Rob.